Hello guys, can you hear me? Everyone,
I can
Yes,
hear
we
you.
can hear.
thank you for confirmation. Okay, let me share the screen. Guys, confirm me if the screen is visible.
It is visual.
Perfect. So what did we learn in last class? What topic we covered?
Last class
RNA,
we covered about the
RNN,
RNN and then
and
the LSTM.
LSTM.
Good, good. We started with the RNN, recurrent neural network, the architecture, and the problem we face with the RNN and the LSTM part, right? Today we will be doing one hands-on, and it will be a sort of project based upon the sentiment analysis topic. Sentiment analysis was one of the application you have in the RNN, right? The use case. Sentiment analysis means by seeing a piece of text, you can understand the emotion attached with it. It's a, let's say, movie reviews. It's a positive movie reviews or negative movie review. So I will create a fresh Google Colab file and I will explain you. I already have a code for the same, but yeah, I'll just freshly write it here line by line. Will explain you how the codes are working. See, before that, just understand one thing. Here you will be having a movie review as the input data. See, let's say I like the movie. Since this is the review, but this review is of no use because that's a text data. And you know, machine learning and deep learning model only takes the numerical data. So this particular reviews are already converted into numerical format using the approach called as integer encoding. I'll explain you integer encoding after this hands-on. But since we are going to download this data from Keras library, and under the Keras, this is already in the number format. Okay, so you need to know this. For example, see, this is the project file. First of all, I'll just load the required libraries. So what kind of library? And yes, one more thing. We will change our runtime, the runtime environment part. I explained you already. For deep learning part, we will be using GPU. We go to runtime option and then change runtime type. You have these options. We will select TPU and then we will say save option. Okay, we need to select this TPU and then this save option. So it will reconnect with the server.
Sorry, when we close the file and we are done working, it automatically come back to the
Yes,
previous
yes,
one?
yeah, automatic. No, it automatically it will take your GPU only. your most recent connection. But yeah, since we are using the free version, so if you are reopening the file, just check, okay, before running it.
Okay. Yeah.
So we
Teacher,
have
what is
these
the
libraries.
reason?
GPU runs faster and it can hold a large amount of data, okay, when we process or train the model. CPU is a bit slower machine, right? Than graphic
Okay.
card.
Excuse me. So do you recommend to do like a subscription version, the one that you pay?
If you need that, then you can have that. Until you don't need it, just find the need. If you need it, then only get the subscription version. Otherwise, don't take it. We already get 15 GB of graphic card here. Okay. Until you are not doing any project which actually requires high computing units, then go for the paid one. You have the options at the below. See, collab paid products. As of now, not needed. So these are some libraries, guys, which we are going to use. If I type the code line by line, it will take a lot of time. Okay, let's save the time. So these are some required libraries. I have NumPy, Pandas. Then this is the line which will be helping you to download the movie remove dataset. Okay, this is our review. We have pad sequencing. I'll let you know when do we need it. Sequential model and then simple RNN and dense. Now, after the library is done, we need to load our data. So this is statement we actually used to write to load our data. Data is loaded in the format of training data and testing data. And here the input will be set of numbers that will actually show the movie review. I like the movie. So this is already converted to the integer encoded format. How it is converted? Right now, I cannot explain this to you. After the hands-on, I'll just explain one hands-on specifically for integer encoding. As of now, think like all the movies are converted into number format and output have the binary class 1 and 0. 1 means it's a positive movie review and 0 means it's a negative movie review. So it's pulling the data. Data is pulled. If I show the shape of you, the training shape and the testing shape, see, you have 25,000 training reviews. 25,000 movie review, which belongs to training data. And then input testing, again, you have 25,000. So you have 25,000 training reviews and 25,000 testing reviews. In total, 50,000 reviews we have.
These all are in rows.
Yes, 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 of course. They all are rows. Now, if I show you, and one more line I'll copy here. So reviews, the output have two value, 1 and 0. 1 means it's a positive review and 0 means it's a negative reviews, guys. So if I show you the very first review, let's say the very first review, how it looks. First training review. 0 means the first. Do you see, guys? We got some numbers. This might be in the text format, but it is converted to numbers. What technique is used here to convert the text-based review into numbers? So that is called as integer encoding. How it is done? I'll explain you later. But as of now, think like all the movie reviews are in number format. This is this big. You have the movie review. Let's say there might be a word. I got 1, love maybe got 14, this maybe got 22. I'm just guessing. This is your first movie review. If I just check how many words we have in this movie review, this is a big sentence or paragraph. How many words we have? So the very first training movie review having length of 218 words. This big review somebody have given for a specific movie. Let's take the second review. So second review length is 129. Okay. One more thing, dear. See. Yesterday we were talking about one movie. What was the name of that movie? We were checking the reviews.
Gajni,
Final.
Gajni.
No, no.
No, Mission
Final Des-
Impossible, the final reckoning.
Yeah. Reckoning. Thank you. So if I go here, see, every review is not have the same length. Correct, guys?
Yes.
Every reviews have the different length. But I believe, let's say this is a positive review, but forget about it. Just read the review. After reading the first 50 or 40 word, you will understand the sentiment. This movie was very enjoyable for me. I'm not seeing the rating, but yeah, I know it's a positive review. Why? Because it's telling me that context. I need not to read the entire word. Agree, all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
So according to you, how many average word we can take? Let's take 50 words. Is fine. First 50 word, if you are taking for any movie review, that is enough to tell it's a positive review or negative review, right? That's what I'm
Yes.
going to do.
Again.
So here,
Mhm.
we're just trying to make it more efficient. That's all. So every movie review you have 25,000, right? Movie review have different length. So what I will do, I'll just take the first 50 words of every review. That's all. You will
So
say,
it
Govind,
is to increase the run performance of the model.
here we are trying to build a model that will predict a movie have the positive review or negative review, the sentiment. So either we can pass entire data or we can make it
Okay.
more efficient by passing the smaller set
Lesser
of data,
data.
right? Correct.
Mhm.
Now you might be saying, Govind, few reviews are just one line reviews, maybe have 30 words, right? What would you
Yes.
do
Makes
now?
sense.
So here we apply the padding because we have to make a constant number that is 50 words for every review. So the reviews which are more than 50, that is valid. But if the reviews are less than 50 words, we apply the padding. Means 20 zeros we are going to add. And zero have no meaning. Right? This is called as applying padding. I will show you. See, at the very top, we have loaded one library. Remember? Pad sequences. So padding, you can add 20 zeros in the start, or you can add 20 zeros at the very end. We usually recommend to add post padding, that is left zeros at the very end.
Mhm.
So see, that's what I wrote. And the first 10 output, if I show you, see the output data, just have 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. That's all. So here I put one message. Every review is of different length. So I will just consider first 50 words of the movie review. So here, see, I'm applying the padding. I told you already about the padding. You have the data in the training. 25,000 movie review is the training, input training, and then input testing. So what you're thinking, hey, from your entire training data, only take first 50 word of every movie review. And if the count of movie review is less than 50, add what? Padding.
0.
And this is a post padding, not the pre padding.
Post padding.
So my entire data will be converted to the first 50 word of the movie review. Now I'll show you.
Where's the if condition?
Yeah. So here I'll just check the length now. See, I'm checking the first review, the length. It should be 50. Sorted now, everybody?
Mhm.
Initially it was how much?
200
218.
plus. Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. And see, I'm checking the first review also. It is also 50. Testing part also, see, first testing input. If I just check, this would also be 50. Because if you build a model based upon 50 word of length, and when you test the model, again, you cannot expect to pass 60 length, 70 length. You have to pass 50 words. Now, so now our reviews becomes of size 50. Fine. Now we are going to build the model. I'll explain you line by line how we are building the modeling part. I'll copy everything, paste it. See here, we are creating one model. The name of the model is model number 1. It's a RNN model. RNN model. For the starting, I given 32 neurons. Can I give 50? Yes, you have to pass an initial random number of neurons. On the basis of requirement, it will automatically adjust in the runtime. You know, deep learning models are a bit more flexible. You need to pass a starting number, and as per the requirement, it will be just adjusting it. Shape I given 50,1. Why? Every review, and you know what, guys? Why it is 50,1? Why I'm passing this? Understand? Let's say you have a review 1. It is having 50 word. It is not like, and likewise you have how many reviews? Tell me. 25,000,
50.
right? So don't think, guys, ki one time we pass the first review. In the second iteration, we pass the second review. Dear, every review itself have 50 word, and RNN works word by word. You know, language translation. It does not translate the entire sentence into another language. No, it takes the sentence, but it translates word by word. So the shape of
Like
50 comma,
interpreter.
yeah, the shape of 50,1 means it will go into your first review, take the first word, and then it will process it. Second word, it will process it. That is the meaning of 50,1. This is how you will be explaining every, and word by word it will going to process. And activation function I'm using as sigmoid, and then I'm compiling it. The loss I'm using binary cross entropy. I explained you already. Every type of loss functions. Adam I'm taking as the optimizer, which will optimize the value of your weights and biases. Yeah. So it's time. So
And teacher,
every
matrix. What is matrix?
what kind of output you want, based upon that you check how accurate your model is. Accuracy. Based upon accuracy, I will check the performance of my model. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, see, it says some sort of warning. So you can ignore the warning, right? How do you ignore? Import. Tell me.
Queued.
Import warnings
Warnings.
then. Warnings, dot.
Warnings.
Quick.
Dot.
Forgot.
Board warnings, ignore.
Filter warnings.
Filter warnings.
Yeah. See, the warning is gone. See, I mentioned here. Here, every review have 50 word, and each word will be passed one by one. See, if I show the shape also, strange shape. You have 25,000 reviews. You have 25,000 review, and every review have how many words? 50,000. That is the
50.
meaning of your 25,000 comma 50. Now here, one more thing. Right now, your data shape is in this format, 25,000 comma 50. How I will speaking this 25,000 review, and every review have 50 word.
You have 50 words.
And having said that, every word will be passed one by one. So anyhow, I have to reshape this into this format, into 3-dimensional format, 50 comma 1. Because each, so I will not be passing the first review as it is. I will drill down, and one by one it will be passing. So anyhow, I have to reshape this. Okay, so this is the code written for reshaping. So I'll just show you once. See. right now, this is the shape. Reshaping the data in 3D format. So right now this is 25,000, 50, and after running this code, if I again check the shape, see, it added one more axis. It is just adding one axis. Same for testing also. See, it is just expanding the extra dimension, nothing else. That is the meaning of writing this line. Okay, perfect. We have just built the model, but we did not train it. It is just the model building part. We did not train it. Training will be applied in the fit function, right? When this is done, now we are going to actually train our model by applying the fit function. See, until you don't apply the fit function, the model will not be trained. And how many epochs? What is the meaning of epochs? Quick answer.
5 time cycle.
5 cycle.
5 cycle. And see, understand the meaning of this line. First time I'm writing. See, every time you run your cell, it's a 5 epoch. In the first epoch, you see the training accuracy and loss. I also wanted to see testing accuracy and loss. So validation data is also called as testing data. It means in every epoch, apart from seeing the training accuracy and training loss, I will also be seeing testing accuracy and testing loss. That is the meaning of passing this validation data. Run it.
So the validation is it almost like the cross validation also that you do with
Exactly. See, guys,
with the
in the
with the grid with the grid search.
yeah, in the
Grid
very first
search.
epoch,
Mm-hmm.
this is the accuracy of your training data and loss, and this is the accuracy of testing data and loss. The last. So
So excuse me. So my question is the epoch, is it the same like the grid search CV? Is it acting like the grid
no,
search?
so see, grid search, CV, k-fold cross validation, they are basically used for hyperparameter tuning.
No, okay,
Right?
hyperparameter tuning. Uh-huh.
This is a bit different thing. Here, you are not trying to find the best parameter by checking all of
You're
them.
just improving the accuracy.
Yes.
Okay.
And guys, you make the prediction. So the prediction part, this is the code. You know already, it's a prediction part we are trying to understand now. So for prediction, we will passing the testing data, and we store the result in the predictions variable. So if I just print the first 10 predictions answer, so see, this is the answer I'm getting. So this is the probability distributed answer. This is the probability answer. This is just a probability. And we use the sigmoid function. So we will be applying one simple condition. If any prediction which is more than 0.5 or equal to that, it is belongs to positive review,
Positive.
else negative review.
Negative.
Simple Python coding we will be writing. See this. So one by one. So for reviews, comma pred. So we have a zip function, guys. See, in the for loop, what happens? You can iterate only on one variable. Let's say for I in list 1, for I in list 1. So you can only iterate in one list. But I wanted to iterate in 2 iterators at the same time. For that purpose, we have the zip function. So this review one by one, this review will be going where? In Xtest. And the pred variable will pick the data from prediction and checking. If the prediction value is more than 0.5 or equal to that, then answer is positive.
Positive.
Otherwise, the answer will be negative. And lastly, it will simply say sentiment. Sentiment is positive or negative. So it will be giving you a nice answer. So for example, if I run this code, so this is executed for how many data? 25,000 testing data. See, some are positive, some are negative. So for every 25,000 input. Okay, one thing is pending to explain you how this is converted to integer encoding. Okay, so after this hands-on, think like your data is already converted. Once you're done with that, I'll explain you that conversion process. I hope all the lines are clear, guys. It was not that hard. Clear?
Govind, like if you analyze the metrics, right, the accuracy, the model validation, it's about 50%.
Yes, it's not very good.
Yeah, it's not good at all, right? 50%
Yes.
is not good.
Yes,
And
why not? It's not good.
Then what's the steps that we are doing to increase the accuracy of this model?
So see, there are several things we can do. Either we can increase the sample size we have taken as 50. I can take it as 80 or 100. Second thing, the kind of, we have simple RNN. You have a dense RNN also. You can
Dense
apply that.
RNN.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So multiple types of RNN we have. So the number of neurons we can pass a bit different one, right? Or
Right.
there might be some problem with the data. The conversion process which we are using in the normal numbers maybe your model is not able to understand the context properly.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have something called as I forgot the name, vectors. Okay, so this is integer encoding, but if your data have the vector encoded part, in the
Vector
vector
encoding.
encoded data, you have already the context memory. So it has to give the lesser memory, and there's nothing to get surprised here. Okay, because seeing just the integer value may not be that effective, right?
Mhm.
Teacher, I have one question.
Hmm.
Neurons are like integer.
Neurons are like,
Integer
no, integer
Yeah.
is just shows the count
number.
of neuron.
Okay.
Please do it, guys, in your machine. Don't type it, just create a fresh collab file. I given the link, just create a fresh collab file and copy the code and paste in your. If you type, it will take a lot of time. You can typing part you can do after the session. Those who have joined late, let me inform you, we have developed one project, quick project, based upon the topic of sentiment analysis. And convert your collab file into GPU mode. Okay, runtime environment, go to runtime and then change runtime type, make sure it should be T4 GPU and then save.
Excuse me, Govin.
Yes.
So this one is only for the simple RNN. So you can also do with the LSTM, the long short-term memory.
Why not? Of course, of course.
Okay. But can I ask you, I know like as you put more epochs, then you improve the accuracy gets better. So how it's like what
So we
tools you
we can decide here. So let's check the epoch. Is it really
mm-hmm,
improving the accuracy in every step?
mm-hmm,
So I think 49 to 50, then 51, then again 50, then 50. So we can
mm-hmm.
try. Okay, I'm not sure if you pass 10 epoch. So it is
Does
actually
it
improving or not. We
does
can
it
check it.
does it converge or doesn't?
We need to check it.
Doesn't-
We need to check.
Oh, you need to check. Okay. Sorry, sorry. So what is the other way you can just show an array? So you can also show an array maybe with 10 only, or maybe if you
But
don't
10
want to
will
show
be
all
10
the.
will be 10 will be very, very less, right? We are not able to understand even by reading the first 10 word of a sentence,
Okay,
supposed.
it's only 10. Okay. Okay.
I have taken 50 because first 50 word is enough to understand the context of the review, right?
Mhm. So my other question is, so with this sentiment analysis, so this can be embedded on your website so that it can run all the other reviews on a website. Like say it's a very big website.
Yes, why not? So see, the model that you have created, the entire code is not required. The model is trained, you can download the pickle file of the model. Okay, and it can be integrated in the cloud platform, and the embedded link will be created. It can be attached with the website. Yes, it
Okay.
can be checked.
All right.
So this training entire code is not required. The model is trained, it learned now. You download the model and use it.
Okay. Oh, the length model, then okay.
Teacher, for GPU, where should I go? Run selection.
Runtime, and then change runtime type. Okay. Runtime at the very top and the menu bar, and then select
Okay.
T4 GPU and save.
So there are different GPUs that I have. So is there like a specific one that you can use or
Use the most recent one and most stable because we are actually going for free versions, right?
and me, I've got a paid version that I pay $9. Like
Okay. You paid.
yeah.
No
Yeah,
problem.
because
You can use TFU. It's smart enough to work on.
TPU is good. Okay.
And definitely in sequence order. The upcoming one, the one I have here in the water, they are of course better than the and TPU is like the better version.
Oh,
Tensor
okay.
processing unit.
Because I've run some other models that takes a long time, like especially when you're doing the grade search CV, it takes a long time.
Oh,
I don't know. The grade search CV, does it take a long time? I've done the other one. It takes a long time to run through the whole when it's running all through all the cross validation.
So, Bhavin, once the model has a good accuracy, then what all part we're going to deploy to the cloud
Yes,
in
so
order
we
to?
just download the pickle file of the same, and at the end of the training, you will be having a dedicated training for cloud computing. There you will be understanding about the cloud technology, for example, Microsoft Azure especially. Okay, using creating that EC2 instance or some sort of virtual machine, you can able to host this model.
Oh, okay.
Okay, guys, let's see the integer encoding now. I hope you all have completed. When I give the break, that time you can complete if you are still doing it.
Sorry, Mr. Govin, I got a question.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so when you write these scripts, can you, so if you write them like in one cell, everything you put everything in one cell, what the difference? I mean, you were showing us like different in different cells. So you can copy and put everything in one cell. What the
Why not? If you put in
what?
one cell, automatically it will execute line by line. No difference.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The
So
cells are
what?
given so that we can separate the sections of the code, right? So that other person
Okay.
can read it properly. That is all the thing
Uh,
we are doing.
okay.
Once you become expert, you can afford to write 2, 3 code line of code in one cell, right? Because you know actually what it is happening. But as
Mm-hmm.
of
Mm-hmm.
now, we need to explain line by line, right? Mm.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
So guys, the topic is integer encoding. So see, I already have the hands-on for the same. So I'll just take this. See, in this integer encoding, no need to connect with the any sort of GPU or something. CPU is sufficient. So, for example, look at the screen, everybody. You have this simple script. The first sentence have just 2 words. Let's say, go India, India, India. You can do best players, fitness showcases. So these kind of sentences you have. Think like these are movie reviews. It is just 2 words, but think like it's lengthy, 200 words. I need to convert this into integer encoding format. So what is the process it will be following? The first thing is we will be installing the, okay, Keras is installed already, but it will update it automatically. In your case, sometimes it create problem because the Keras get already like uninstalled to save the spaces and all. But yeah, if you write it, it will reinstall the same. Although it will be there already, but on the safer side, we write it because it's a free version most of us are using. And TensorFlow. So this is basically showing the TensorFlow library, the version, and it will also show the summary. Okay, very simple. Now, what is happening here? Okay, let me just explain you in this only because I have mentioned a lot of text data here. I have this document with me. I'll just run it and we run the installation of Keras. If it is got uninstalled automatically, then it will reinstall it. It says requirement satisfied. I'm just installing the TensorFlow library as also. Yes, it says, and some basic information I got. Main target is we will be converting this text data into integer encoded numbers. We have, guys, one topic called as tokenizer, and the topic name is tokenization. Splitting a sentence into different word, they are called as tokens. I love data science. I, then love, then data, then science. I got 4 word, means 4 tokens. And a word can be divided into letters also. Let's say data, D-A-T-A. So D-A-T-A is the token and data was the word. So splitting a sentence into word or a word into letters is called as tokenization. Because here in this data, one by one it will split. Let's say you have a sentence. This sentence have 4 word. It will split these 4 word into tokens. For that purpose, we need this tokenization. We are importing this from this library, tensorflow.keras.preprocessing text, and we are creating one object. Now, listen, guys.
Teacher, is this constructor?
No, it's not a constructor. It's just a class. We are creating the object of it.
So what we have passed from this?
Okay, I'll explain this to you. See, tokenizer have seen different types of word which is available in the library. English library, I mean. But every year, some new words also got added. So if tokenizer have never seen any of the word, then it will simply replace the word with nothing. This is called as OOV. It stands for out of vocabulary. O means
Out of vocabulary.
out of vocabulary. If your tokenizer have not seen any type of word, that word will be replaced with nothing. That is the meaning of this line. I explained here also in detail. You can read that afterward. And then we are trying to apply the fit function, fit on text docs. What is docs? Your data. This is the first step towards the conversion into integer encoding. So what will happen? If you run this, it will basically assign one unique value to each of the word. See, this unique word. I told you, if it is not able to recognize any of the word, it will simply assign with nothing. And for the unique number for nothing is 1. India, it has taken as 2. Best, 3. Kohli, 4. Sachin, 5. The, 7. Just assigning the unique number to each of the given word or tokens. Now, it will basically count the word or tokens. So go is repeating only once, India getting repeated 3 times, you repeating once. Likewise, it is just counting the repetition of frequency of these tokens. And total document count. This is the function, small functions I'm showing to you just to understand better your data set. It is also called as EDA process, let's say. It will basically count how many reviews or statement you have in your document. I was having 10 statements. I taken small, see, it is 10 statement. 1, 2, 3, 4, likewise 10. So the answer here is 10. Now this is the line responsible for converting your text data into integer encoded format. Here I will also apply the padding there. See, now every single sentence got converted into integer encoded format. The first sentence has how many word? 2. Fourth sentence have 4 word. Number 5 sentence have 3 word. So see, these numbers are arranged in this order, but this does not look good to us. In the same fashion, your reviews got converted into integer encoded numbers. I have just 2 word. Remember, the first review has the length of 216. Correct, guys? Remember?
206.
216. That was the count. This is how it's converted. And here we can apply the padding. Padding means keeping every sentence have same number of tokens. So yeah, what is the maximum? 4. So apply 0 everywhere. Wherever you will not be having, apply 0. This is called as padding. And that's what I did in the next step. See? So after padding and convert into unequal number size, so equal length size. So your data started with it and converted to this format. This is called as integer encoding. I believe now you understood how your data was in this format numbers rather having the text data. Clear, guys? This is called as simple steps of integer encoding. Please do this also. Create a fresh collab file in your machine.
Teacher,
I'm
I
sharing
have
this
one
collab.
question.
Mm-hmm.
So in the first line, I have seen the add to. Two are the words and add is the art or number assigned by encoded, integer encoded. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. One minute. Yeah. What did you say? One more time.
I said in the first output, I seen 8 and 2. So
Yeah.
2 are the words and 8 is the integer encoded numbers.
No.
Am I right?
No. 8 number assigned to Go and 2 got assigned to India. So therefore 8, 2.
Okay. Thank you.
Alphabetical order, it's assigning the number. Okay. Just confirm me, are you able to open the collab file which I gave?
Yes.
Yes.
Please do it in your machine, and we will be doing one more project today that is based upon the natural language processing topic.
So if you get an error like when you're trying to put TensorFlow and saying not found, what does it mean? A warning.
Are you writing exactly same thing? Just match. Again, try copy and paste exact the same thing.
Yeah, I did, but I'm just saying when I try to run the cell with the pip show TensorFlow, it's giving a warning like package not found TensorFlow.
You also put a exclamation mark in the start. Did you put?
I mean, I just copied like what you did. I don't know why I'm getting that
And the
after I
error
said
says, the error's warning says what?
it's saying okay, I ran the first cell. Let me see.
It's an error or warning.
Let's say a warning. Package not found.
Don't worry. If it's a warning, ignore that.
But it's okay, let me see.
Guys, I'm giving you quick break also. Please complete the entire hands-on in that time. Okay, take Back everyone.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Is this code working for each one of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Teacher, can we import the alphabets in our data set?
Sorry, we can import our
Alphabets in our data set.
I didn't get you.
Have you heard the Sindhi language? Have you heard?
Sindhi language.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely I heard about it.
It has 52 alphabets.
Okay. I think it's
So can
from
I?
Indus Valley Civilization, right?
Yeah. So can we import alphabets in our data set?
We need to check, do we have a standard library for the same or not? But yeah, you can convert those Sindhi word into some sort of integer encoded value. But
Like
again,
Urdu.
you have to first get the English version of that Sindhi word.
So how to do that?
Yeah, even you can try.
Okay.
You know Sindhi language?
Yes, it is my mother tongue.
Oh, it's used in India also, Pakistan.
Yeah, it's used also. And yeah, and here in America, Sindhi people are very rich.
Oh,
They are belong from India.
okay. So, right, have you heard about the topic natural language processing? Tell me. It's again an extended version of your RNN and LSTM, because in NLP concept, the model which we will be using is basically coming from your RNN. So if I define NLP here, it stands for natural
It's part
language
of our
processing.
artificial intelligence.
Mhm. First of all, it stands for natural language processing. So it basically, we are trying to teach the computer. It is about teaching computers to understand, interpret, and respond to human language in a way that is both meaningful. And useful. See, we have Alexa, Google Assistant, Siri, all right?
From golden.com. Google Assistant.
My Alexa got activated. Alexa, stop. So the kind of assistants we have, definitely, they are actually using the natural language processing part. And the kind of use cases I discussed in the RNN topic, the same thing is applicable here also. For example, auto completion. In Gmail, it understands what you will be writing, the next word, so it will suggest automatically. Spam filtering, language translation, chatbot in customer service, right? Customer service chatbot and etc. etc. Nowadays, I have seen there are so many my colleague, they are working in different companies as especially in natural language processing domain. So you have some designations here with the names: data scientist, specializing in NLP. Second, one of them is NLP engineer. But when I had a word with him, so I realized they are nothing but they are mostly machine learning engineers solving the NLP problem. You can also write NLP researcher. So these kind of roles are there. Now we will be gonna build one chatbot at one of the project. So in every single website nowadays, you will see the integration of chatbot, guys. For example, if I open one banking website, that is HDFC Bank, they also have this chatbot with the name Eva. What happened? It starts showing you few options. You see, these are default options. It is producing to you. Let's say if I type, I want to buy vegetables, potato. Sometime it will not understand. Okay, so again, it is just letting in terms of the loan for agriculture demand. So I can type what is the cost of 1 kg onion. So I have changed the context. See what it says. It says, maybe I didn't understand you properly. Could you please reword your question or type the complete query? If I do this 3-4 times, automatically it will be asking me to provide my email ID or the phone number so that their customer representative would be connecting with me. So you are ordering the food from different food delivery applications, and when you go to their support in the application also, first time you will be interacting with the chatbot who has the answer of many frequently asked questions. So most of the queries will be sorted. 99% queries will be sorted with the help of those AI bots. And rest of the 1 or 2% queries would be handled by real customer representative. So think the cost, how much cost the company is saving by not hiring that big number of customer representative, and that can be eliminated with the help of AI. So yeah, this is one such resource tool. I hope you understood. So in chatbot services, we feed the answers for some default questions, and the moment you ask anything which is not there in the dictionary, it will ask to filter your provide your details and everything. Then a real person will connect with you. This is how a normal chatbot is going to work. Understood the working, guys?
Yes. Yes.
Fine. So I have one hands-on for that also. Customer service chatbot. This is the file I'm having. I'll explain you all the codes. Then you will be doing this in your machine. Okay, you are able to see the screen, the code file for the chatbot, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, good. So again, a chatbot is a computer program which talks to you like a virtual assistant. It can answer your question and it will help you, okay, with the task like, and thus they can chat with you through any sort of voice or text. It works by understanding what you say and then replying with the best possible answers it can generate on that time. So first of all, we are trying to install some necessary packages. See, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, TensorFlow, these are standard packages, guys. You don't have to install. This comes automatic installation in your Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab. But likewise, you have thousands of packages. If you need something rarely used packages, you need to install it dedicated in your system, and then you will be able to import it. So for example, we need this Python 11 package. So we need to install it. So pip stands for package installer package. Pip is the command to install any package. So this package will be installed in my machine. It will say requirement already satisfied because it is there. In your case, it will reinstall everything from scratch. So this package is, we will be using this. Now, once the package is installed, whatever libraries is present inside this package, I'm gonna use this. The very first library is NLTK. Then you have tokenization library, and then you have fuzzy wuzzy. It is used to find the best match, best pattern. This is be using for tokenization, and this will be used for pattern matching. Let's say you are saying good morning. Many people will write like this. You missed. So it should not be a new word. It should be like, okay, it is actually a good morning. So this kind of matching, pattern matching, should be
Excuse
done
me.
automatically.
So you can also import tokenization from Keras. What the difference between the the tokenization in Keras and the one in this one, NRTK?
See, there are different tokenizations available. Okay, you can use any one of them.
Oh, okay.
Now we are downloading some of the NLTK resources. See, guys, so we are downloading this NLTK PUNKT tab. What exactly it is? So this PUNKT underscore tab will basically used to automatically tokenize your sentences into different word. In the previous versions, it was named as PUNKT, but now it is changed to PUNKT tab. Maybe after 2 years, this name will change to some other name. So you should have the idea how to explore the official documentation. Just type the same query on ChatGPT or the official documentation, you will get the updated library name. So these name changing is something which is very common in deep learning processes. Now dear, for every task, I have created functions here. Functions segregate my codes. Okay, so the very first function I'm creating, so 3 functions I have. The first function is pre-processing function. Second function is get response function, and the last function is chat function. This chat function is connected to get response function, and get response function is connected to process text. So this is my first function. Let's say good morning you are passing. You can pass in capital letters like uppercase, lowercase. So what I want, whatever text you are writing to the chatbot, everything will be converted to a single case. It is converting your text into lowercase and
Lowercase.
applying the word tokenizer and applying the tokenization. Yes. See, I'm creating a list of dictionary. Let's say you are trying to implement chatbot for your banking services. So all the questions and answer you will be feeding there related to banking, finance. If you are having any sort of domain, let's say telecom domain, so that chatbot will have ID of telecom or medical sector. So these are some general responses I have typed here by myself. So when a user says hello, the chatbot will say, hi there, how can I help you today? So these are the replies. If you type, what's your name? I'm your friendly chatbot. What's yours? This is the answer it will produce. It is in the format of dictionary.
Dictionary. Yeah.
So I have mentioned some responses. You can update it according to your use case. Now, you have this next function. What it is doing, first of all, it is taking the user input and then pre-process function that we have used previously, it is taking here. And you know what? When you type a sentence have some sort of fillers in and the, as, so these kind of fillers, it will basically remove. Okay. And then again join the, let's say you have a sentence have 10 words, 3 words are filler, it will remove the 3 word and again join the sentence back. Now the sentence have 7 word. That is what the joins is doing with the input that you are taking. And now this particular code is basically responsible for pattern matching. For example, the actual spelling for good morning is this. One user came in the chat. User wrote good morning. So it is a 70% of this text. If it is yes, then the answer will be the reply of good morning. Otherwise, it will say, I didn't understand anything. Just again say what you are trying to say. This kind of answer it will produce. So it will match the pattern because we have a slang of writing different use cases. So I'm just assuming 70% of pattern matching it will make. Otherwise, it will say, I'm sorry, I don't understand that. That is what get response is doing. Now, this get response function will be used in the third and the final function, chat function. Listen, guys, when you create the chat function and call it, what happens? First, it will say, hey, I'm the chatbot. Hello. If you want to terminate the chat, just type bye to exit. So this chatbot will keep on working. See, while it is true, it will work as long as you are keep on passing the input and every input is converted to lowercase. And if it is bye or goodbye, if it is not there goodbye and all, then only it will produce the answer. Otherwise, it will break. If you have a bye and goodbye in your answers, then what will happen? The chat will break. Otherwise, you will keep on getting the responses. Now, let's start using it. Hello. Okay. So I did not run the previous function. Hello. Hi there. How can I help you today? See, I'm writing good morning. One N, it's missing. Still, it is able to recognize, right? This kind of advanced we need. Tell me a joke. Why data scientists trust atoms? Why data scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Let me type, what is the cost of 1 kg onion? So see, I did not write this in the dictionary, but it's a bit advanced one because the kind of functionality I'm using here. Okay, it's a bit advanced one, and it will automatically generate some of the output by itself. Maybe these questions, so for these questions you get the direct answer, but some of the question which is not even there, it will produce by itself. And if I say bye, it will say exit. Goodbye. Have a great day. So likewise, guys, there are so many SaaS service providers which they have the chatbot ready with them. Okay, more advanced version. It's just that for what purpose you need. You have a telecom business, install that chatbot in your website. And now the answers and everything will be modified. This is called as transfer learning according to your business and your use case. It saves a lot of time. Even when the website, let's say when the working time is also not it's also not active, it's off. If some users are trying to log in from different country, yes, it will at least produce the result. Okay, so I'm giving you this collab file link.
So
Can you
not
explain the
only-
second function?
It is first taking the input, removing the unnecessary keyword that it has, right? The as, because they are not very important. And
So
here,
where filters are removed? On the tokens response dot text underscore text here?
no. See, you have normalized input. Whatever input it will be passed, right? You get the
Mhm.
normalized input. See, you
Okay.
have given the input. First, the input will be converted to lowercase, because then the pre-processed text you have the functionality of converting to lowercase, the previous function, right? The first one. And then
Mhm.
it will remove the unnecessary keyword from there and then join the sentence back, and it store in the normalized input. Okay. And then
Okay.
the second code is just using for, it is just taking your normalized input and the responses part. And this is the
Okay.
threshold I'm passing as 70. Otherwise, it will simply say, I don't understand. Guys, one more thing, listen. The link I have copied, if I paste the link here, it will look like something this. So here at the very top, you have the option open with Google Collaboratory. Do you all see, guys?
Yes.
When you click on this, the collab file will open in your machine. It will not directly open the way previous files used to work. Or I will just download this file and give it to you in the chat box, and you will upload this file in Google Colab, right? This is also the second way.
Show that first way again when you're done.
Here, you click upon the open with Google Collaboratory. Okay. When you click on the link, this kind of interface will open. You will say open with Google Collaboratory, or you can directly upload your file. I'm giving the file in the chat box.
So when going back to the program, so it will produce the output which is not mentioned in the.
Yeah, it's a bit advanced one, the one I used. It is trying to generate self results also. To some extent, not very
To
advanced.
some extent, okay.
Yes.
So can we define a set of rules, while our custom rules while like creating a chatbot?
Of course, why not? See, ChatGPT that we all use is one of the largest NLP model. You can integrate the API of ChatGPT in your businesses. So now you can use the smartness of ChatGPT. You don't have to create even. Google have something called as Gemini, previously called as Google Bard. It was just a chatbot. Later,
Mhm.
Google have added some more functionalities of generating images, pre-processing audios. Now it becomes Gemini, but actually the functionality is Google Bard, just a chatbot, raw chatbot. Everybody is able to open the file in their machine. Please confirm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Please work on it. Please, when you copy the code, also understand the each segment of the code, what it is doing. Okay.
Hey, Govind, so
Yeah.
this is like the chatbot mainly used for like test-based response, right? Can I get
Hmm.
this picture or image, video, or audio response?
Okay, you want in image, yeah, different libraries we have to use, and plugins also we can do so.
So we can install, I mean, save the images
That
like we
basically
did
comes
in the
that,
dictionary.
that basically comes under your computer vision domain. Means the computer will actually detect the kind of images that you pass, right? And based upon that, it will derive the inference. So computer vision we have to use here.
Okay.
And guys, I have given the quiz link also in the chat box. Astro, you can download a PDF file also I given. You can use the PDF file.
Sure.
Okay, guys, today you have the copied code, the code you copied already. Make sure after the class you rewrite it by yourself, word by word, line by line. Okay, it will give more insight in a fresh file. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Take care. Goodbye.
Thank you,
Wow.
Hafiz. Thank you.
You.
Thank you.
Bye.